Today I have a very unusual BC-455-B radio that I purchased 50 years ago when I was just probably 19 years old. I bought it from Fair Radio in Lima, Ohio for about $15. It came with a dynamotor, but it didn't come with the spinner knob. My father happened to have a box full of these and he gave me the spinner knob. I remember converting this to a, let's turn it around here, converting it to a AC power supply in the back. Take a look here. And, but a lot of what I don't remember is, did I ever go inside the thing to change the filament voltage supply to the tubes? Because I looked at this really closely and made a diagram of it. And this power supply, besides supplying about 250 volts of plate voltage, supplies 13 volts of filament voltage. These are 12 volt tubes, and it's powered with 12 volts of AC. Now, another thing unusual about this radio, let's turn it off here, is when I took it out of its bag, it was in a beautiful aluminum bag with cloth on the outside, sealed with a desiccant pack inside. When I opened it up, I looked at the data plate and it said Canadian Aviation Electronics Limited. The date is 1954, and at top it says reconditioned. So unlike the data plates on a lot of radios, like this one right here, you can see the data plate says Signal Corp radio BC-455-B, and then the radio manufacturer. So obviously I had something different on my hands that I wasn't expecting. So when I turn the radio around to the side, which we can do here, let's take the antenna off. I noticed it said Royal Canadian Air Force, BC-455-B, reference number and a serial number, reconditioned by Canadian Aviation Electronics Limited. Now the unusual thing below was modification number B Baker 2. So I didn't know what that meant. And this has been 50 years ago. I used the radio very few times, and as you can see, it's working perfectly today. But I did notice when I started examining this a few days ago closer, if you look at the side, if you notice that this rivet, there's a rivet here, rivet here, rivet here, rivet here, and they're kind of large. Normally, there's a screw here like this one, and a screw here, a screw here, a screw here, a screw like this one right there, as you can see on this BC-946. So I knew something was different about it. And then also I noticed something was different. These three holes are used to secure an audio output transformer. Looks like it's missing. And of course here's the BFO adjustment. So then again we have these odd looking large rivets. I decided today I would share opening this up and taking a look at it. I took all the screws out. Let's take a look together and see what is going on with this thing. Okay, so like I said, I took all the screws out. We're going to take a look at it for the first time. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I understand why they call it modification Baker 2. Look at these caps. The typical flower pot caps are missing. These are flower pot caps right here. Flower pot, flower pot. That's what they used originally. So this modification apparently was, wow, it looks like a beautiful job too of how they mounted these in here with this phenolic board. Beautiful wiring, and looks like some electrolytic caps. There's only 3 in these sets. This is an electrolytic cap that's in the gain control line. It's a gain control line filter. It's only, I believe, 3 microfarad. They didn't replace that, it looks like. And then let's take a look at this radio over here. I'll show you the 3 caps. So there's the audio control line filter. The only other electrolytic caps are this one and this one. So the rest of the caps are paper caps. There's 3.05s in here, 3.05s in here, same here, 2.05s and a 0.01. And then you have 0.22s, 3 of them in here. So there's your 3 electrolytics, 1, 2, 3, and these paper caps. So this one is leaking a little bit. You can see down there, it's leaking just a little bit of stuff coming out of there. So I probably will replace this one, and this one, even though the radio is working well. This one's in an audio circuit. This one is in the audio amp cathode, so that might have to do with some quality, audio quality. And this one here, it has to do with, it's a dynamotor high voltage filter. So since we're not using a dynamotor, it's probably not that bad, but it is sitting across the high voltage. So that may be a bad thing. So we might want to replace that. I don't know if any of you have any reference material on this Royal Canadian Air Force BC-455. If you do, and you have any, I've looked all over. I can't find anything on YouTube or Google. If you do, put it in the link below and with a comment, because I'd really like to know more about this radio. But I see there are 11.05 paper capacitors, and that's basically what we have here. 11 here. There's a 12th one in here. That's used for something else. Oh my goodness, I guess I did rewire this thing. This is my, looks like something I would do here. So there is a 8 ohm output transformer. Okay, that transformer replaced the audio transformer that originally looked like this. So apparently I changed that out to an 8 ohm speed. That's why it sounds so good. So I might clean up that installation. That was done many years ago. Okay, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time around. Bye now.